10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start.
All right, Joe, we styling, profiling, limousine riding, jet flying, kiss stealing, willing and dealing, son of a gun. You are live. Go for it, big boy.
And I'm having a hard time keeping these alligators down.
Ooh.
Woo. Shout out to Mac McCormick. If you're watching, that one was for you. And shout out to Sandy Japala. I see she's listening. So what's up, Sandy? It's good to see you out there.
Other than his cholesterol?
Yes. What's up? Not your morale, I heard.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Shots fired. Pew, 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 pew. Welcome. Today's August 17th, and it's our 28th episode. We're closing in on that record or the goal we set. So should be a good night. We really are going to wing this. So we're going to have a good night tonight, and we're going to talk about some conspiracy theories and some really odd current events, and maybe discuss a little bit of what's going to happen on our trip coming up to Jersey City. So should be a good night. A couple things. Do you guys know what we're celebrating today? Any idea?
No, none.
I have no idea.
National Get Out of the Military Day, Retiree Day. What is it?
Today is not only the best actor's birthday, best singer's birthday. It's Donnie Wahlberg's birthday today. He's 53 years old.
So
I don't have my Team Donnie shirt on, but
so
Donnie, I know.
Who's the best
I know,
actor's birthday and who's the best singer's birthday? Who are them guys?
that'd be Donnie Wahlberg. That'd be Donnie Wahlberg.
Oh, he's sweet.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Wait. Hold on. Now, originally you backed off of Donnie was not the best, right? You were like, "That's not what I said. That's not what I said. I didn't say he was."
It now. I'm going with.
Oh,
it now.
okay.
He went to a concert. And
yeah, I did. I did. Donnie took his shirt off.
Best dancer too. Best dancer too.
Did he make you a burger?
He's got some pretty teeth. Yeah, he made me a burger.
I got you.
So,
New Kids on the Block.
Big shout out to my man Donnie. I love you, guy. Hanging tough, baby. A few other things. Let's see. Today, today's
that's nice.
I believe today is National Second Amendment Day. Did you know that? April, not April. Why am I on April? I'm way off.
So today is not.
His birthday is correct. because I saw.
So it's not National Second Amendment Day.
No, that's April. That's April.
Oh, okay. You're in the wrong month.
I'm right
I think it's April 2nd too. I don't think it's the 17th.
Yeah, because I would have wore my Second Amendment T-shirt because I'm all about them guns. You know what I'm saying? When you got them, you all about them guns.
Yeah.
What's your shirt say? A line what?
Oh, this is this was a brewery I went to in Georgia when I went down and we went to the strip club, but this isn't a strip club. This is a brewery that was down there.
Oh, that's good. You should never buy a T-shirt.
Okay, so all right, I'm back. I got it reeled in.
Okay.
So, we talked about hitting it rich, right? We just got to find that niche to hit it rich, right? We had this.
It's not podcasting.
It was go OnlyFans, right? Timmy's feet pick.
Feet.
Yeah. Today is National I Love My Feet Day. So Timmy, where's the OnlyFans feet pick OnlyFans account? Where is that at?
I do need to create it. You're right, and I gotta go down to the neighborhood place down the street and get them fixed up a little bit. But look, I'll get it. I'll get it done.
All right, we're relying on you because I'm already quitting the job here soon, so I'm needing something. I need some residual income here, so we're relying on you.
I don't think you got the feet I got. I'm in that 0.1%er. You're maybe maybe.
Well, if there's like a group of people who have a fetish for like hairy toes, I'm their guy.
Oh, I'm sure there is too. You'd be all right. You'll be all right.
True.
But yeah, it's August, middle of August. It looks like some of this heat's finally left us. Knock on wood.
Nah, bro. That's the fake. You in the fake fall. You in the fake fall. This is first fake fall.
I'll take it. I mean, this has been a brutal summer. Golly, it's been bad. So, got the old Cobra out today and got it inspected. So we're good for another year. Took it for a little spin. It was a good day today. So,
who'd you take it with you?
Just me, myself, and I went down and I had the oil changed and got it inspected. So, had to come
air it out a little bit.
Yeah, it needs.
You hit that pedal on the bottom. You hit that pedal on the bottom a little bit.
I thought I was about to get my first speeding ticket in that because
that car is going to be hard not to go fast.
It is, and when I'm cruising, where the steering wheel set up, you can't really see the speedometer, and I don't think it's correct. I think it's really higher.
What year is it?
It's a 67 Shelby Cobra replica.
Okay.
It's a bad. He said that when he gets to a stoplight or stop sign, he has to put both legs on the brake to stop that beautiful machinery from I just want to go. There's no stopping in that car. Just go.
What color is it, Joel?
Oh, it's silver.
Silver. Well, did they have a silver at the time?
I don't think it's one of the original colors. No, it's silver. Has a black hood scoop on it. It's a great fun car to ride. So I mean, I was coming home and it doesn't have a top, so I'm trying to beat the rain or what I think may be a rain cloud, and I might have got on it a little bit, and I was like, uh-oh. And I got a little. The rearview mirror is about yay big. And I was like, oh, I think that's state trooper behind me. So, but luckily it wasn't. It wasn't. I was like, man.
Honestly, in that car, you never need the rearview mirror because you just need to know what's in front of you.
No, that's it. I ain't looking back. One, I got a bad neck, and you're like, I got a bad shoulder, so I can't turn around. So, but got it done, and then both my girls had their first high school volleyball game tonight, so we got a win. Play again tomorrow night. So good start to the season. It was good to see them both out on the court together. It's been since last year. So it's been a good week.
She's a senior this year, right?
Yeah, sure is. First,
you're getting old,
last first game of the senior year. So working that concession, made a little money today for the school. So had a good time.
So Joel, are you watching on Facebook or anything? Can you see the image of the car? Does that look like your car? Is that it right there? Are you
let
on
me look it up.
Facebook?
It's a
Timmy,
little delayed. So
No, dude, I'm on my phone. I told you I had a computer.
oh man, oh that's right. You on the phone. Well, I put a picture of what I think is your car. It's a '67 Shelby Cobra replica.
It's
Didn't
a
know that was a thing.
sweet car. People
But
haven't
it's
seen it.
gray with the black hood scoop. So I mean, I think that's it, man. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But if
for
it's
some
not,
reason, there it is. Yeah, I see it now. So that is very similar. It doesn't have the full black racing stripes.
okay.
But that's the
How new are
roll
your
bars
tires
black.
on that thing?
Oh,
The car
man.
you have, how new are the tires? You haven't replaced them yet, right?
Well, it has 67. Let's just say it has 6,700 miles on it, and it's been through 3 sets of tires.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Just want to try
it's
that.
That's a good looking car. That's a good looking car, though.
Brian, do you know the whole story about that car?
I remember you telling us that you drove down to Florida to get it. It was like your dad's, right? Your dad built that or something.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah,
Timmy,
so,
It wasn't your story. Quit telling Joel's story, Timmy.
yeah,
It's
stop
Joel's.
one upping. Don't be a one upper.
Tell about the other cars in that garage.
So I was stationed at Fort Bragg before 9/11 hit. This is probably March or April. Old man calls me up and he's like, "Hey, will you ride with me to get this kit car?" There's a place in Wareham, Massachusetts, which is pretty sure it's north of Boston. This is, 2001. There's rarely anyone has a cell phone, So I drive Fayetteville back to near Asheville, where we grew up, like 5 hours. Getting a plumbing truck with a trailer, drive all the way to Boston. Old man just lets me drive. He's got a cooler full of beer in the passenger seat. Had a great time. Drove through New York up there. Picked up. So you order the kit, right? And it's got the chassis and it's a fiberglass body. It's just one big piece. You got to attach the door. So went up there, picked it up. He sold it to my mom's cousin early or mid 2000s. There was a fire happened about 2-3 years ago. Everything my dad had was in the barn and everything got destroyed. So I wanted, that was the last thing he had built before he had dementia and Alzheimer's. It was a very sentimental piece. Basically tracked the guy down in Florida. It was my mom's cousin. Called him up, said, "Hey, he knew what was going on with my dad." And I just asked him, if you ever want to get rid of it, just let me know. And he was like, "Hey, basically it's time to get rid of it." Made me an offer, told him sold. I said I'd be down there the following weekend and drove down about an hour south of Tallahassee, rented a trailer, went and picked it up and drove it home. So that was about right at a year ago. So I've had it. It's fun. My daughters love it. It's a fun. Just listening to it. You get a little piece of dad when you fire it up. So it's pretty cool. When my dad passed away in April, and we had him cremated, I went and drove the car. My wife went with me, and we went and picked up his ashes for taking for around the block one last time. I didn't go on it too hard,
So I'm guessing that Jake didn't go with you because he couldn't fit in the car. True or false?
Well, hey, real quick, Joel, can you tell us some of the cars that were burned up in the
Oh,
fire?
did you just keep moving, or did you move?
Me?
Yeah, I did.
No, Timmy. He's moving around. Like
cell phone, bro.
He's playing tricks on us.
This is a story I didn't know about until this past weekend.
Besides the toys that were in there, he had, or the tools. He had, old Cutlass he was restoring, and an RV. He had a Pikes Peak Challenge, Subaru WRX STI. Engines, tractor. That car is unbelievable. So it was an unfortunate event, but it was a blessing in disguise. There was there was a lot of stuff out there that, when the old man eventually went away, it was, you wouldn't know what to do with, So it was there one day, gone the next, and it was kind of like we didn't have to deal with it, and insurance took care of a bunch of stuff, and it is what it is. But luckily,
I don't want to. I don't want to be Debbie Downer or the smart ass in the group, which I typically am. But did he have a blue Honda Accord by chance?
With 460,000 miles on it.
No, but we did have a 4-door Toyota Accord station wagon, 5-speed growing up.
With 460,000 miles?
Maybe half of that. Yeah.
Okay.
So it definitely not in old blues category.
I got you. Okay.
No,
Thank you. You knew where I was going. Just
yes, yes. It's a cool car. I mean, it's love to eventually pass it on to someone in my family or my nephews or somebody. But it's cool to see in the garage. I mean, to hear it fire up, it's
and the girls can't drive it because they have to put weight on that brake because the thing wants to go, right?
Well, just figuring out how to start it is. I took it to the place, and the guy was like, I don't know how to start this. And I was like, I had to show him how to start it. He's like, I don't know how to back this up. I had to show him how to do it. He's like, I can't put it in drive. I was like, I'll show you how to do that too. He's like, love the car.
Did you get a discount?
It's free, 50 free for this guy.
Okay.
No, it wasn't. No. I had to get the state inspection and just got a basic oil change. So, I know I just talked a bunch. So let's lead into Brian, man. What's going on in your life this week?
Oh, I didn't know you were talking about my week. I've had a lot going on, man. I got a deck built in the back. Women love a big deck.
Yeah,
had a
big deck.
Yes, I know that you like a big deck too. You like a big deck,
Absolutely.
And Timmy, I know that you don't have much of a deck, but you could trim the shrubs, make your deck look a lot bigger, Timmy. So had the new big deck built.
I'm done with the deck.
Got some new hardwood put down. Yeah, man, that's same old. Ready, just look every week. I look forward to a new podcast, seeing you guys' face.
Are you buying new hats
Absolutely.
each week, or is that the same hat you wore last week, or the week before, or the week before?
This is the only hat I wear. I wear it everywhere. I get compliments on it all the time. This is the only place I don't get complimented on my hat.
What are you talking about?
Everywhere else I go, I get compliments on the hat and the beard. It's just like you guys are hating. Jealous, maybe? I don't know. But
I got a couple questions about this.
Okay, fine.
What kind of an environment are you in where you're getting compliments?
He lives in Raleigh, where a dude just jumped out of a plane just because he was just done. Just done.
Don't steal it. We're going to talk about that.
Sorry, but that's where he lives at.
Yes.
I mean, are these people blind or what?
What? Okay, here's first question I have for you. All right, what do you not like about my hat?
You wear.
Go ahead, Joel. No. No, Joel. What do you not like about my hat? Okay, you can't come up with an answer. All right, Timmy. Here's my next question for you. You ready? Are you ready, Tammy? Are you ready?
I'm born ready, brother. Come on.
All right. Does what I eat make you shit?
There we go.
Very well played.
Yeah, I mean, seriously. Does it?
But hey, let's change it up. Get some more hats. Like, if you're gonna roll with it, just roll with it. But have different.
I rolled with it.
You just got one hat.
Oh, okay. I like it. It's my hat.
What size? I'll get you a new one.
What size? A big size. I got a big head.
I mean,
you keep looking at me like that, I'm gonna make you pregnant. All right? Keep looking at me like that, and I'm gonna make you pregnant.
No, I'm sorry.
Don't look at me.
You want to have a baby? You want to have a baby? All right.
No.
Knock it off.
Sorry.
Okay.
It's a
The
nice
hat
one.
fits you well. It suits you. It suits your personality. Is that what you want to hear?
There you go. That works.
Okay. All right. Good.
That looks like a lumberjack cat. Lumberjack.
Without the beard.
So, Timmy, tell us a little bit about what you got going on at Purple Heart Homes. Give us some success stories, please.
Man, so I think I've already talked about Rocco before. I got a Rocco is this his name's Rocco Argento, out in Kansas City, Missouri. Just a firecracker. He's in his late 80s, early 90s, but love that dude.
Timmy,
yeah.
How can you not like a guy named Rocco? I mean, already
No,
I'm
so
sold.
so that name
Yeah.
came up, and I was like,
Yeah.
can I have that guy? Can I have that guy?
Is it Rocko or two C's?
It's Rocco.
Okay,
Last
gotcha.
name Argento. Like that dude's.
Okay.
He's never going hungry ever. I mean, the dude lives above a funeral home. He owns a funeral home. I mean, dude,
There's a lot of money in funeral homes. That's a lot of money. That's
I
the
don't know that they're
ticket.
making a lot of money, but I'm saying at some
Oh, they
point,
making some money, bro. They making
he's
some money.
He's in the ghetto, and he's been there for many years. He's
Coffins ain't cheap, bro.
True.
I mean, then they upgrade you. They selling you on somebody's death, man. They making some money, bro.
Well,
Making some money.
You can make money move different ways a lot in that field too, as well. That golf.
What's he requesting?
He needs some insulation. His damn electric bill's way too high. But I got another one that's locally in the North Carolina area, and I don't know how much I can share. So, he's older. He's quadriplegic. He's Stephen Johnson. We know he's actually the contractor doing some of the work down there. So that one's coming to the end now, and that's a great story too.
That's good.
What was the story? What was? Oh, you can't share it. Okay.
I don't want to share his name or nothing like that, but he's local. He's
Is it like on y'all's website?
No. So once it gets completed and we can share with who or paid for this stuff, things like that, then it'll be shared on the Facebook page. So we have a. Go ahead.
How about telling us when after next episode, whenever it's done, so we can. I'll post a link on Facebook or whatever.
I'll tag us all in that one. That's going. That's
yeah.
Yeah.
So Timmy, let me just ask you a few questions since we've not talked a lot about Purple Heart Homes, and if anybody ever goes back and listens, I want them to know, hey, I got an uncle, somebody that might be needing assistance. So what does Purple Heart Homes do, and how can, if someone needs assistance, what do they need to do?
Give you the whole history. You can look them up. It's purplehearthomesusa.org on the website, or you can just Google Purple Heart Homes. They're nationwide now. They have some great grants. Basically, what they're doing is assisting homeowners with veterans with home repairs. Whether you're low income and you can't, maybe the insurance company wasn't allowing you to get your roof repaired, or let's say that hey, you no longer can walk. You need a bathtub, a walk-in shower instead of a bathtub because you can't get over that ledge. You need a ramp. You need. I mean, if you're a veteran that's served, you can apply online. That's it. And I don't care if you've done a year, if you've done 25 years. Purple Heart Homes pretty lenient when it comes to that. Our requirements basically are that you serve. We have other organizations we join up with, Semper Fi Fund, things like that, and they require that you have a disability, that you were deployed. That's not the case with Purple Heart Homes. And you're a Vietnam vet, or if you were in that era, or if you're older, even if you didn't deploy, they move them towards the top of the line, especially when it's a need that they need in the house.
That's awesome. I'm sure it can be a very fulfilling job. I know it's.
I love it.
I know there's sometimes you get probably some people who feel like they're taking advantage of the system, but you'll have that in any parts of the world. So it's good. It's great.
Yeah, most of them. So they have there's the panel that goes through, and then they They weed them out. They go through AMI. AMI is a big thing too. Like you got 12 people live in your house, or you're a single parent that's 25.
That's my fault. Sorry if you heard some background. That was me.
Yeah,
My fault. I
no
was trying
worries.
to.
And a special needs kid. I mean, but they were a veteran and they have a need. Look, we're gonna help them out, and that's nationwide. Like I don't have, I've got 13 states now, but I don't have North Carolina anymore. So I've got a couple lingering ones that I started in North Carolina, but most of my other ones are Ohio, Texas, Iowa, Mississippi, things of that nature.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I was able to come up there the other day and got a tour and meet Jason Matthew Stevenson. Hadn't changed a bit. I hadn't seen him since we got back from Iraq in 2010. So if you're listening, you stop by. Matt's a great dude, but he likes to talk. So you're gonna have to be like, oh, I gotta take a call. He's got the gift of gab, and he means well. He's a great dude.
He paints a picture. He's gonna paint a picture.
Yeah, he's
gonna paint a picture.
He's definitely passionate what he does. So.
Oh, he loves
And he's really good. I mean, he was a really good supply siren, so he's in a good spot. So, let's talk a little bit. We bounced around, and there's this crazy story about this pilot I'm going to guess it was in the Fayetteville area, Fayetteville or Raleigh area.
No, it was Raleigh, just so you know.
Okay, I was trying to look at some of the comments on Facebook, so I got a little sidetracked. Basically, so here's what I understand. He was the lead pilot, was doing the landing and botched the landing and damaged the landing gear. So they had to take off again.
But back up real quick. They were doing skydivers, I think. It was like a skydiver's excursion. So, I mean, he's not a commercial plane when he's doing it. So back that up, yeah.
Yep.
Wait. No, hold on. If you're going to talk about the skydivers, talk about who were the people that were skydiving from the vehicle or from the airplane. All right? Just saying, who was jumping out of the plane?
Can we confirm that? I've not seen that.
Yeah, I haven't heard nothing of that. I just know what type of plane it was, and they don't never talk about the skydivers. I would assume they're gone by the time they land because skydivers.
Oh,
okay. Hey, look, there's more to it. Let's hear it.
Oh, so you don't know who that company worked for? What they were doing?
I'm trying to pull. I just read it, so I'm trying to figure out what was the name of because he was like trying to get on with this company he was flying for, and botching a landing was basically what they say it was making such a hard landing and damaging the gear would certainly have been upsetting if he was indeed trying to get certified with this company. So botched the landing, damages the landing gear, takes off again. Gets sick. Obviously, maybe he's upset about what's going on. And this plane has not a door. It has a back landing ramp from the pictures. Basically tells his pilot, I apologize or I'm sorry, and jumps out of the back of the plane at 3,500 feet. That's interesting. I mean,
well, what? Let me ask you this: who all jumps out of the Rayford? When you talk about Rayford, North Carolina, and you think about people who jump out of airplanes in Rayford, North Carolina, I'm just going to ask you. I mean, you were stationed at Fort Bragg. You would probably know some people that jump from planes in Rayford, North Carolina. Who jumps from those planes, Joel?
I would say it's one of three groups.
Okay, let's hear it.
In level of precedence. Black Knights normally have their own plane, own pilot.
Who are the Black Knights?
The Army Black Knights. It's the parachuting team from Fort Bragg. Okay. And you have Special Forces.
Okay, Special Forces.
Yep, and then you have Delta Force. So.
And then Delta. Okay.
Yes.
What's the difference between Special Forces and Delta Forces, Joel?
So my take on it is like each branch has the best of the best, like SEALs, Special Forces, Marine Recon, JDAX. So they take a select few and they groom them to be Delta Force operators. So they're the best of the best, of the best, of the best, of the best, of the best. So like,
Hey, real quick, and I'm sorry to jump in, and I got it. Do you know the Black Knights were just in Charlotte? I think it was 2 nights ago because Brian Christian used to be in the Air Guard with us. He was up with them, and he says they didn't jump out because there was cloud cover, but they were in Charlotte 2 nights ago.
I did see that post, like on the plane. What am I doing?
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting. So
he's like, his first. Hey, the only abnormality to this is that they didn't jump.
So, Brian.
Yeah.
What you think he was shoved out? I mean, you think he was just like?
I'm not saying that the old boy was shoved out. Right? I don't know. I don't know what happened. But here's what I do know is that the company, their information is being restricted through internet searches, right? Like you can't just Google, right? The pilot who was in the plane, his information is redacted from all the reports. They were flying either Special Forces or Delta Force. They weren't just doing average Joe jumping, right? It wasn't just some people jumping, right?
Because I'll tell you right now, I've done skydiving, and there's no back panel that comes down. We have a side door. There's 8 of us who go up in a plane.
Right.
We're doing like when you pay for your skydiver routine, there's no back door that drops down. They don't have the planes.
I'm just saying, if you were a conspiracy theory person, which I'm not usually a big conspiracy theory person, there's some questions to be asked in this situation, right? Like, what's the whole story? Why is the pilot redacted? How come there's never been any interviews televised? I mean, think about another plane crash where you don't know who the pilot is. Why is it so secretive that his information is redacted? Why are there all these filters and stuff that are suppressing the company's name? You know.
So I'm actually looking up so it's Rampart Aviation out of Colorado Springs.
Yeah, you found it.
Company, which is that's where that's Air Force Academy is in Colorado Springs, right?
Yeah. Hey, so if I want to go skydiving in Raleigh, could I go skydiving with that group that's in that plane that just
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
You might
because I couldn't find that on the internet.
Yeah, you might want to.
There's no skydiving club that I can go up there and jump on that plane.
Look and see who they contract with. Look and see who they contract with. I bet they don't do. I bet they don't do open to the public jumps.
No, there's probably no tandems. There's no tandems. There's no static lines. There's
government contracts only. I guarantee you, right now. So I'm just saying.
I'm looking at right now. Government services.
Government services.
Static line and military briefing. They do halos.
Which
they do static though.
Your average.
I guarantee you won't know 82nd jump.
No static line.
No,
not in that plane.
No.
I could show you a picture of the plane. There's
I know what the plane looks like. This is a small plane.
No.
The Black Knights was just the one over Charlotte just 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Here's we'll confirm Brian right here. We have demonstrated experience and an outstanding reputation for flexible support to the Department of Defense and Special Operation Forces.
Oh, look at there.
But
so
to be the devil,
I got a question for you though.
Go ahead.
A question.
Mm-hmm.
So in between Raleigh and Fort Bragg, there's the town called Fuquay-Varina.
Yep, Fuquay-Varina.
You heard of it?
Yeah, I know exactly where it's at.
So what if you're grilling in the back? This dude landed in somebody's backyard.
Yes, he did.
I mean, God rest his soul, but what are you doing if you're back there on your new deck flipping a burger and wham, you know?
I'm gonna do this.
What's your initial reaction there?
Well, it
You live in that
depends.
area. If you live in that
Hold
area,
on.
you're like,
No.
You're like, you go in the house and say, oops.
It depends. Like, how expensive is what I have on the grill? Like, am I going to let it burn or, right? Like, if it's burgers, I'll probably let them burn and I'll go and call the police. But if it's like a $high steak or something, man, I might have to wait a second, at least flip it so it doesn't burn or take it off the grill. Then I'll go call. What
Yeah,
about
'cause,
you?
I
What
mean,
would you do?
it's a pretty big thump from the air.
I mean, yeah. If I see him falling, he's done. I know he's already done. I mean, whether I flip my steak or not, he's done. You
There's
know?
no life saving. There's none of that happened.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna be like, there's nothing I can do for you, but I'm not letting my steak get more medium rare. I'm gonna tell you that much right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Was he filming a special
what
on the
can you do?
Clintons or something? Was he filming that special?
Yeah. I don't know. Could be.
Trying to stay alive,
You know,
brother.
I
Trying to
mean,
stay alive, brother.
I mean,
you
I
heard
don't want to
any
talk about the
more
Clintons.
Clintons?
We got tens of listeners. Them tens of listeners. Look.
Not since they lost the election. I ain't heard too much from them.
Yeah, I did. You know, I know I'm gonna assume I'm the biggest conspiracy theorist of the group.
Yes,
But
I agree.
the whole thing surrounding Anne Hesh is kind of interesting too, with some of her involvement in pedophilia and a few things she's been spoken out against for her death was kind of interesting. So I know it's
No.
Go ahead.
So there's some. I mean, somebody's seen the videos of her flying. Like I think we talked about last week. Her flying like 1,000 miles an hour through there. There's internal injuries that you can get out of the car or walk away from and go to the hospital, and there's nothing to do about it. Like, you know what I mean? So that
I understand you there, but
that movie's still getting released.
So normally it seems like when they don't want you to believe it, they'll post everything they can to kind of dispel it. It's kind of my mentality. It's kind of like, you remember, what is it? Men in Black, when they would pick up the Star, the old newspaper, to find out what was going on with aliens, and it was actually true. Do you remember that?
No.
Look at the light. Look at the light.
You don't remember that part? What is some of those satire newspapers? They picked it up, and it was actually the truth in there.
Remember, they called it the old magazines. It was way before Star. What was it? Inquirer?
Yeah.
It was the Inquirer.
Inquirer. Yeah. It was normally like
where the aliens land.
Yeah, it was, but it was actually what was really going on. Nobody wanted to believe it, so it's just like, huh. Sometimes your old spider senses start tingling. So I don't put too much stock in that because, like you said, you saw the video, her racing down the road, and didn't seem like a very big car. And then to see the damage of the house, but there's some video circulating of her actually sitting up in the gurney and everything like that. I don't know if y'all saw that.
I've got to keep it down to like one. Maybe so that dude jumping on a plane, that's kind of got my spidey senses on, where that doesn't seem, it seems weird, right? So I mean, that doesn't, where the hand hash thing made celebrities. I don't try to get in that celebrity stuff anyways. I mean,
yeah, it's hard to keep up. I mean, I don't put too much stock in in politics or celebrities, but it's kind of interesting trend. I know
That was an accident. Is there a reason to believe that it wouldn't have been an accident? Like, I don't get it. What are you trying to say, Joel?
Joel, This might lead down that Clinton path, and I'm not willing to do that. So
Timmy, why are you gonna throw the Clintons in there? What happened?
no, that's just something I don't want to talk about. I think that was in my contract when I signed up for this podcast. I wouldn't talk about stuff that's going to get me murdered. Or
You saying the Clintons murdered?
No. I'm sorry. Possibly disappeared. Sorry. I didn't say that.
I mean, lots of things can be ruled an accident that were intentional that made it look like it was an accident. But I mean, who knows? Who knows these days? It's just so much going on. But Timmy, seeing your I don't know if Mac's listening, but it looks like the old Michigan governor's in for a tough time up there. What do you think?
No, I'm not. I don't even go down that path right now. I want to talk about Liz Cheney. Hey, we're gonna go down a route. Let's go down there.
That's what I was.
You were talking.
That's what I was
about,
leading
like,
into.
Primaries are different because our primaries are a while back and they're done. They just had a new primary up there, and it's like, oh, what the hell? Like she lost. She was on committees. I mean, she ain't no little Montana damn Republican Congresswoman. She had some power, and she doesn't even get to run right now.
I don't think she finished in the top 3.
Yeah, that's not good for her.
I mean, she got beat up twice.
That gives you, if that gives the other party an outlook on what's coming in November, that's not a good look.
Well, it's Wyoming, actually, not Montana, but
yes.
But I listened to her speech afterwards, and she was like, "Now this kind of seals the deal. I want to
run for president.
I think I'm going to run for president."
Jesus.
I'm like,
"Oh God,
you got like 23,000 votes." And
she's definitely not running. She would never win the Republican.
She will never debate on that Republican panel. That's
listen. Nobody follows politics in this group more than me, right? Like, she will never, ever win a Republican nomination for president of the United States. Her best hope is an independent. No.
She couldn't win that in her own state.
She can move back to Arizona where, like she's not, but she's not going to win anything when it comes to a political seat again. And it's not because she is anti Donald Trump, right? Like don't get it twisted.
No.
It's not because she's anti Trump. It's because she just stopped listening to everything her constituents said, and that's why she lost, right? Like, you could be an anti-Trump guy and still win, or anti-Trump girl and still win. You could do it.
Yeah, I still think you got the middle line Republican could win in certain areas. You're not going to do it there, though. And who she lost to, I mean, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, she's not. You can take on the MAGA and still win in the Republican Party, but you can't turn on your constituents and still win. Never gonna happen, right? Like, not gonna happen. So it's like that Joe Manchin. He pisses Democrats off all the time, but I guarantee you, he ain't gonna have no problem getting reelected. He's a Democrat.
But he's
in a red state.
Exactly.
And he won't have a problem getting reelected.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of middle line people that can get elected. It has to be in the right. I mean, let's be honest. It has to be in the right areas. But at that point, then it's just. But then again, it evens out the vote, and then we're getting back. To me, it's all about trying to get somewhere close in the middle for the whole country. But that's impossible to do with the two-party system.
Let me ask you a question. What do you call somebody who picks a fight at every single battle and complains at every single battle? What do you call them?
Karen.
You call them a crybaby, right? Yeah, a crybaby, a Karen, a loser. But if you pick those battles strategically, right, and you're willing to fall on your sword every now and again, nobody thinks you're a crybaby, right, or a Karen, or a loser. They think you're somebody who has principles and stands for your principles. Her problem is she fell on every single sword, and then she hated Trump and hated everything Trump stood for. Well, the problem is you didn't strategically pick your battles. It was just you were anti-Trump, which is anti your party. You have to
I'll
pick
say
the
it.
things about him that you didn't like.
I'll say it. I mean, the reason she's on all these big committees is because of her last name. That's it. I mean,
Well, that and
she's
she was
not.
anti-Trump. She was a Republican who's anti-Trump.
But the Republicans are voting you into these different committees as
No,
chairs.
no, they're not. No, they're not. You get those chairs and you get those committees by how much money you raise for the party as a whole, as a Republican Party or the Democratic Party. That's how you get a seat and where you get your seats. Like if you're some,
where's she getting her money from?
KBR.
Oh, I'm sure. Yes.
Her last name.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
yes.
I mean, Kelly Brown Root is.
Yeah. That's
what. What was the other one?
Blackwater.
No, it was.
Yeah, that's one too.
KBR is a big one. KBR. That's where a lot of that money comes from.
Halliburton.
Halliburton. Yep.
Yeah. I was thinking Hildebrand. I was like, it's close.
I knew that guy. Yeah, I knew a Hildebrand growing up.
$7 billion contract for the Iraq War.
Yeah, absolutely.
Billion.
With a B.
Yeah.
With a B. How much money we give Ukraine already? I mean,
it's got to be close to a billion, right?
A billion.
I bet it's over a billion.
Way over a billion,
dude. Listen, I mean, I'm gonna Google that for us right now. How much money has the U.S. sent to Ukraine? 54 billion.
That's what I meant to say. 54. I meant to say 50. I was saying a trillion. I meant to say a trillion.
How much was that one contract for Liz Cheney's dad?
7 billion.
Yeah, we've said.
Well, this was started in the 90s, though.
54 billion. 54 billion.
I'm all into looking into the Republicans and the Democrats when we can start talking about this kind of stuff. But let's look into it.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, but all them cats are making money. All right, like name one congressman who's left poorer than when they started.
No.
Or one. I can name one president.
Hey, what about the dude that was in New York that showed his wiener? But he was just.
No. He was a reporter for CNN. He just retired. Tobin.
No, the wiener. I think his name was Wiener.
No.
Oh.
Andrew Weiner.
Oh yeah, but
yeah. He definitely was left poor.
I bet he didn't. I bet he didn't. I bet he didn't. Yeah. Hey, no, you name one state.
Wiener, come on, man.
Yeah, you name a senator or a House representative that is left poor. They don't. It doesn't happen.
No.
Here we are trying to make billions off a damn podcast.
We
we're
made.
We're waiting on the feed picks, buddy. That's our net.
Yeah, when you football season, Tim's gonna make us. Everybody's gonna start watching because Timmy's picks.
Let me pull up my phone real quick. All right, so this is Tim's idea. He's like, when this podcast it's big, we're going to need an admin person, production person, and a production person on the payroll, as well as marketing. So if anyone is listening and wants to be a part of us, before we hit it big with these feet picks, I'm telling you, go ahead and send us a message.
Yeah, send us a message. And we'll intern you if you're about to retire from the Army and you need an intern gig, so you can turn in your paperwork that says you're interning. You give it to me. I'm a smart enough guy. I can fill out your paperwork. Every Tuesday night, you got to work though. You got to answer these messages. We get tons of messages from Andrew, Ronald, and Jake. Tons of messages that need to be answered. So you got to be prepared to work.
If you got some GI Bill left and you're disabled, we can intern you. We can get you paid too, right?
Yes.
Up to 12 months.
Can we get one of them damn?
We are a veteran owned L. Yes, we could do the intern.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
Yes. Yes,
right.
we can. Yes, you can intern for us. You got to know how to use, a little Facebook, a little social media. I'll even give you a training program. You know,
Right, right.
you know.
It
So
sounds solid. I plugged it for Timmy because we need some help. We all are busy. We got a real life sometimes, so
But
we
like
need we
have
need we
guests
need some
waiting for
help.
us, just
I
waiting for
know.
us.
I
Like
mean,
production guy down there, he's like, all right, gets in your ear, the host.
yes.
Hey,
yes,
he's ready, he's
yes,
I
ready.
mean,
And then it comes on,
we've
boom.
talked about it. I mean, that's why Joe Rogan and Pat McAfee are so
Yeah,
successful because they just show up and show out.
yeah.
They don't have to
yes,
worry about
Talent.
anything in the
The
background.
talent. They're the
Yeah,
talent.
yes. I mean, I agree.
Big green
I
with
agree.
talent.
It's CSP is the program that will help you
Yes.
participate in CSP.
Yeah,
All right. But I
yeah.
have a question to ask you boys. All right.
All right, I can't.
And
Except for the place we went to when I got blueberry pancakes. What do you want me to say? You want me to lie? My mom watches this podcast. I can't lie to her. I got blueberry
She's not
pancakes
watching right now. She's not
She
watching
might
right
watch
now. I
later.
see.
I've never
Well,
lied to
she
this
might.
podcast once. I don't want to lie now.
I hope she does watch because she would know it's Donnie Wahlberg's birthday. She's second biggest fan.
She is.
Second biggest fan.
Hey, he's a big tipper at the Waffle House, by the way.
He is. Yeah.
Every time he goes.
Yeah.
That's good, man. That was a good change of pace. We should try to incorporate that more.
I liked it.
Yeah,
it was fun.
Yeah. So next time, I will say, whoever does this next time, everybody has one of them little whiteboards, so you got to write down your answer and hold it up. That'd be.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a great idea. I've got
We
one.
can say, all right, so you read the whole question and then be like, "What's your answer?" And it's like, okay,
And you don't have time to Google it.
right. Like
Now, for people watching, there were 4 possible answers on the screen. You guys didn't get to see them, because you were doing it live. But yeah, it was multiple choice, but you guys didn't need it because you're that good. So I'm proud of y'all. Good job.
And I was first on the one because
No,
I
you
would have
weren't.
said it. I would have said
We
it.
can go back.
Go back.
We're gonna watch the video. Fast forward.
Go back and go back.
Timmy, you lost. Just give up. You lost.
I had
You
no
lost,
idea,
Tim.
but that question I got right, and I sure.
I'm gonna say I would have got the question wrong because I would have said Atari. I wouldn't have said Nintendo.
And I chirped in too quick. And the first time you chirped in and said your name, you read the rest of the question. I'm just schematics. It's okay.
I would have. I got it right. I wouldn't. I wasn't gonna change.
Yeah,
because
because you read the rest of the question.
Do you mean schematics or semantics?
Yeah, I believe
Which-
it's semantics.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Both of them.
No, you don't mean
Yeah.
both of them. You got to be. I don't think you meant.
What I'm saying is, if we're talking about conspiracy theories, what I'm saying is that when it came to him and he yelled his name, you read the rest of the question, and then he got the answer after I answered. That was the first question, and then the second time when I said my name,
This is why nobody wants to do a competition with you.
Except
because
for
you
you,
It's always something. It's always up for negotiation.
Right, except for you when we're playing golf together, and then you're all
right.
about me.
Timmy,
Go ahead.
bonus round. Timmy, I got a bonus round for you. Spell semantics or schematics. Let's go. Go.
Either one.
SCHEMETICS. Schematics.
Starts with an S, not a C.
I said SCHEM.
Well, I didn't hear it, just like I didn't hear you. Didn't hear me ring in first, so I win again. It's a good deal.
Yeah. The only I bet he would have got this one right. What disease was discovered in 1981 that led to a worldwide
AIDS.
campaign? See, I knew you would know that one.
I didn't say Tim. So then he would have said Joel, and he would have got it. He got AIDS.
I wouldn't have got that one. I was like polio. No, I wouldn't have got that one. But
Yeah, he's a
that's why
survivor.
He's the Yankee. He's the Yankee. That's why he knows that.
All right. Well, Joe, you gonna spit some wisdom this week?
Just real quick. Been a busy few days, so started breaking away from some people that kind of taken too much time in my life with advice, and it's not because I don't want to help them. It's just because they don't want to help themselves, if that makes sense. And, if you're in that role of trying to help someone, or if you're in that role, someone needs help, and you are witnessing someone digging a hole, please tell them to stop digging. That's the first thing you need to do is stop digging. If you want to get out of a hole that you've already dug, please throw away the shovel, get a lifeline, and get yourself out of the hole. So I enjoy helping people in need, but just want to let everyone know that you got to stop digging. You got to stop creating your own problems, starting fires that should never exist. So that's my words of wisdom. Stop digging, fellas.
That's good, man. That's good.
Yep.
So, Timmy, you start racing again soon? You racing this week? I know you said last week you got a professional joining the group.
Yeah, so I've been practicing a lot just with this car. So
Shit, he's moving again.
Yeah, he is. He's walking around. Are you going to get another drink?
No, I'm going to bed. But yes, I have been practicing a lot. Our season starts. We'll have one more podcast, and then hopefully we'll have our first race in the league is the end of the month.
So really much more important than that is, are you playing the football pool this year for the whole season?
Yeah, are you?
I played last year for the whole season, of course. It's my league. I'm the commish.
How'd you do?
I didn't win. I don't care, but I did better than you.
I played 2
Because
weeks.
there's a season bet and then there's the weekly bet. So the
Yeah.
season bet costs $10. Winner takes all of who all plays the season.
Do you pay that in the beginning of the season then?
Yeah, $10. You gotta pay that
Does
one first
everybody
if
pay
you're gonna
that?
play the whole season. Yes. Half the people have already committed to the season bet.
Oh, yeah, I'm in.
So you're gonna play the season.
The whole
You
season, dude.
played 3 weeks last year.
Because I already told you I didn't like what you guys were doing, and I wanted my other pool that I want again. No schematics.
So you're playing the whole season.
Absolutely.
All right. So you're gonna Venmo me $180.
Nope. I'm gonna pay the 10 and the 10 up front, and then just like everybody else, I'm gonna do the 10 every week.
Everybody else pays for the whole season.
Okay. I don't have
$180
disability like you boys do. That's not from them. I got 12 people in my damn house. I don't have the finances. You guys
ask them all for $10. Ask them all for $10.
Y'all want to get real? We can get real.
Yeah.
Ask them all for $10.
Yes, if there's any listeners out there that want to get in the old NFL pool, the more the merrier. Makes it interesting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can win. There's a weekly winner, and then there's a
season winner. Yep. $10 a week, and then $10 for the season. Cost you $180 to play for the whole season. Last year we had what? We had a fair amount of people that played last year. You could easily make your money back. Joel won the most.
It should be $190, isn't it?
I thought they played 17 games.
But there's 18 weeks. Everybody's got
to
we should have 18 weeks, and then
you're right. So I was wrong. 190. I gotta text Todd and tell him because he asked me how much Venmo today. I thought it was 180.
See, Brian, I appreciate that. You made an honest mistake. You owned up to it immediately.
I was wrong.
I mean, that's 2 out of 3 on this group that can admit when they're wrong or defeated.
Yeah. It's that third person that can ever admit it, but I love him.
That's why we love him. That's why why we love him.
So all right, cool. Yeah, we'll $190, or if you want to do $10 a week, but if you ain't paid your $10 come week 1, you can't get in the season bet later.
That's correct.
Yes,
well, you could join in week.
Yeah, you
3,
play any week.
You play your $10, and if there's 20 people in the group, you can win $200 back. I mean,
but you ain't playing the season bet.
Did we lose
season bet? I think he's gone. No, he's gone. He's muted, but I can see that he is muted.
I'm still here.
Oh, okay.
We're looking at your ceiling.
Are you peeing?
Listen, as long as I'm look, I can play 12 weeks and still beat you guys.
It won't happen.
Well, as long as you pay your $10 for the season before week 1. That's all that matters. So, all right, man. Sorry I made us go long tonight.
Oh, it's all good, man. I enjoyed it, and can't wait to do it again. Next week may be a little tough for me with volleyball, but
we can start late.
Yeah, we might have to start late, or you get a guest person in there and take my place. But
no, not happening. Not until 40 episodes. We're all dialed in. If it's got to be 10 o'clock at night and we do a 10-minute show, we're doing 40 till we get to Atlantic City, and then we're done for the year.
Yeah,
that's it. Dialed in.
You gonna bring your I guess we can do it all on our phones up there. But
No.
look-
I got us. I got it taken care of. Don't you worry. I got us taken care of.
No. All right, fellas. Enjoyed it. Love you guys, and hope you have a great weekend.
Yes.
And enjoy that big old deck, Brian.
Oh, I'm not as big a fan